Hey everyone and welcome. This is part 14 of the 40 Days of Vlog series. It is Thursday, March 20th. It is 12, so again, let's check the temperature for my blanket. It's 14 degrees Celsius. So I have to remember that, otherwise I can check my own vlog. And this morning I tried to repair my temperature blankets. I recorded the process. I tried to repair it yesterday, but I made things worse. And I was in doubt on how to solve that. But this morning I felt refreshed. I had another very good night of sleep because of the high amount of extra painkillers, probably, but that's okay. I had a good night's sleep, and this morning I felt like eating the frog first and repair my temperature blanket. Well, I was planning to do another attempt to fix it, and I already agreed with myself that if I could not fix it, I would rip it and knit it again. Not the entire blanket, of course, but the 5 or 6 or 7 rows, I don't know exactly. So I will insert a recording, but of course I was talking in Dutch, so I will just insert it, put some music under there, so you can see my process. I had in my horizontal strands, somehow I had an X, so the strands crossed. And it happens to me very seldom, but it does happen to me, and I don't know how it happens. And because I don't know how it happens, I don't know how to fix it. I still don't know how it happens, but in my bits and bobs blanket, it was quite annoying because I knit that with 2 strands of yarn. So I unraveled the stitches one by one and I put them on a locking stitch marker. And I flipped my work every time so that I was always looking at the column of knit stitches. So there's a lot of flipping and there's a lot of crocheting up, and and I put the 4 side stitches, the 3 stitches for the I-cord plus the first stitch, on a separate stitch marker just to get it out of the way, and I took it really careful. So I will insert the recording so that you can see what I did. If you're not interested, I will speed it up a little. If you're not interested, you can just skip ahead because I will be back after that. But I'm very happy I took the time, and I'm very happy that it actually worked out well. It's not perfect, but it's well enough to just continue knitting. And if one of you has an idea how it happens that your horizontal strands cross in your knitting, please let me know, because I can't seem to force it to happen. So I definitely don't know what's going wrong there. So please let me know in the comments. But here is my repair recording. And then I had a lovely evening yesterday because we had our family over from Iowa, from the US. They also brought a friend from Utrecht, and my sister was here. So when everyone arrived and when everyone had their tea or coffee, my sister said, I have a present for you, and for me and for Carla. And she brought lots of love, tea, and this is a lovely tea because, she gifted to me before. This is tea with lavender and lovely rose petals. So this was a gift. In there was also this rose candle. This is a beeswax candle. And the funny thing is, I do buy candles from my neighbor. He is 7 or 8 years old and he has a hobby in making candles. So every now and then he rings to see if I need new candles already, and he is saving for some kind of game console. So every now and then I buy candles from him, but he also has this shape. So and I was burning one of them yesterday. So, but this is a lovely beeswax candle. There is this sweet pin that I will move to a project bag once I am done, and she knitted a heart. So, and there's a loop here, so I have to see where I'm going to put this. And Carla also brought presents. I gave her my secret skein that I created for her, so her presents still need to be knitted free. But she brought these Lindor sweets, and she said, I know you don't eat sweets, but give these to Sven because I'm also watching his vlog. My mentally disabled son, our middle child, has also has a YouTube channel, and he makes vlogs about his life and his autism, and Carla watches his YouTube channel as well. The other thing she brought me was in this lovely Easter bag. Look how cute. And in there was this acorn. And I said, oh, this is so cute. It is so lovely. And she said, open it up. Because in here are little stitch marker rings in 2 sizes. So this is such a cute and thoughtful gift. So that was really nice. Oops. And we spent a lovely evening chatting, and we just had a lovely time. They will fly back on Saturday, so it will probably be several years before we meet again. Although Rob and I would really, really love to visit the United States again. I also have a friend living in Connecticut, and we had a young girl over for a couple of weeks because the city of Nijkerk has a city connection to the city of Schenectady, and one of the girls from there spent some time here and Kirsty spent some time there, so it would be lovely to visit them too. And I just love road tripping the United States. So, in the future maybe. In the Dutch vlog I also showed my sock. I did not knit on it, but there was a question about how I avoid the color change pearl bumps. And I think I already told it, but I'm telling it again. If I switch to another color, I do 1 round of knit in my ribbing. And as you can see, that does not show at all, but it keeps your ribbing, your color changes, nice and crisp. So that's nice. There was another question about frogging my Viajante and how I avoid how I get rid of the crinkling of the yarn. And to be honest, I don't. I just, in this case, I would use up all the other yarn first, because that might bring me to my finished object. Otherwise, I would probably just use the yarn as is. Your knitting won't look as crisp, but once you wet it and block it, it will improve. And I don't think it will show up then. But if you are worried about it, I can advise to take it off the skein and bring it back into a loop, like a skein that is hand dyed, for example. You can use a Niddy Noddy, you can use your Swift, you can use two chairs to wrap it around, and bind it off carefully with the 8 knots, otherwise you will end up with one big yarn mess, and put it over some steaming hot water, or just make it completely wet, put it in a bucket and let it dry again. That will take care of the crinkling of the yarn. Oh, and then I have one more thing. I have been knitting yesterday evening on my Summerlight tee. I did not make much progress. I think I only did like 4 rounds or something, but I forgot to move the stitch marker up yesterday. I will do that now, so that the next time I show it, I can show you how much work went in there. And but I found a little skein yesterday for the hems of the cuffs of the sleeve and the bottom hem, and then I checked it with this color and I was like, meh, not exactly. But then this morning I had to knit my temperature blanket, the temperature from yesterday, which was 12 degrees, and in that bag, ta-da, was the rest of the skein. So I found this one. I will keep it safe for now, and there's nothing in the way to knit and finish this sweater, or this top really. So I hope to finish it somewhere in the next week or something. This is the amount of yarn that I've left. It doesn't look like much, but it takes forever. So we will just see. I am feeling a little better. I think I mentioned that at the beginning. So the painkillers definitely help. I hope they help to relax my muscles. I have to get in for an x-ray on Monday, and right after the x-rays I have my osteopath appointment. So Monday will probably be an intense day. So I hope to record some things in advance, maybe this weekend, so that if I am feeling sore on Monday, I can put a pre-recorded video up for Tuesday. And I also want to have some pre-recorded stuff, because when I go to Breda for my next fair on the 4th and 5th of April, I might not get around to recording. So, and I did pre-record some things, but I already used them up. So we will just see. I already know what I want to use for the pre-recordings, so I just need a little time to do it. I want to thank you for watching. I hope to see you again tomorrow. And if you have any questions, just pop them down below. And I love every comment. Please give me a thumbs up. Please click subscribe if you haven't yet. And I will see you again tomorrow for part 15 out of 14. Have a nice day. Bye bye.